She's fine, oh, she's fine, oh. We can make love and fuck at a time, sipping on cheap wine. Baby, wanna make you mine, oh. You know I'm fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. I'm getting my shine on every night you're gone, you're kissing with the tongue, and I never get that wrong. All this I get wrong. This is why you cry now. This is why you cry now. Love and fuck at a time, sipping on cheap wine. Baby, wanna make you mine, yeah. You know I'm fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. We can make love and f*** at a time, sipping on cheap wine. Baby, wanna make you mine, oh. You know I'm fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. We can make love and fuck at a time, sipping on cheap wine. Baby, wanna make you mine, oh. You know I'm fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. You know she's fine, oh. We can make love and fuck at a time. We can smoke blunts but never get high, though. Never get high, though. Never get high, though. Never get high, though. We can make love and fuck at a time. We can smoke blunts but never get high, though. Never get high, though. Never get high, though. Never get high, though. This one, deep breath.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode of TwepTwep. We're here, and as per usual, we have Munashe with us, my able-bodied co-host. Welcome, Munashe. Tonight's topic, I've been told that you're going to be getting on bad and wild about.
Yes, that's my favorite topic.
So tonight's topic is the art of kissing. Yes. And tonight, I mean, we're doing it different tonight. We're actually doing very, very different things tonight. We're actually going to be including with us not one, but two guest hosts tonight. I'm going to be bringing the first one to the stream now. Her name is Aiden. She's the prettier of two co-hosts. of the original shitcast, right? And then the original Village Idiot himself, we want to bring him to the stage as well. Welcome, Mr. Village Idiot. Welcome all. Welcome everybody to tonight's episode of TwepTwep. And
Thank you
for
very much.
once, you don't know, sir.
By the way, the jury is still out and who is the prettier.
The jury is
I
still
don't
out
think
on
the
who is the
jury is
prettier
out
one.
at all.
I don't think the jury is out
It's
at
been
all.
unanimously decided.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Especially with that
Thank you guys
picture
so much for having us.
there. No problem, no problem.
Absolute privilege to be invited. I can't wait to get into the TwepTwep.
Aye, the hotness shall begin. Right? So tonight's episode is about the art of kissing, and it really is the uglier hosts problems that brought us here, because this is the last time we had a show. Let me tell the prettier host what they go on. The last time we had a show, right? The uglier host jump up and ball out, say who him write a manual on kissing, right? And
Is that so?
yes,
Really? And here I was thinking it was my idea.
yeah, man, and one bag of things and that he knows what everybody else don't know. So we're here to put him to the test to see what's going on. We want to big up Kimmy Glam for being here. Kimmy Glam, we see you. Enough big up and
Hi,
welcome. And but before we dive into the meat of the matter, there are some big ups that I want to do. You'd have seen some people's some images come up a little bit before we started. I just want to big up French's faces. Them our friend from the very start of this thing. Them did it from the start, this talk show, and they've been with us all the way through up until now. Big up French's faces.
Big up Frenchies.
Yay. And then there's Dirty Trelawney. We just wanna shout out to Dirty Trelawney. Listen, these t-shirts are the hottest thing on the road. If you want to see a hot t-shirt, go check Dirty Trelawney. Right?
And the hot girl, be a hot girl to wear them.
And we don't want to leave out Happiness, the Happiness Company. They deal with inspirational merch from all around the block, from t-shirts to making your home better, to making you smile, to making you happy. Friend from the very, very beginning of this thing, always been around, always encouraging us. We want to big them up as well. And make sure that you guys know that they are our friends from the start. All right, and they will be here. And we're happy to have them here. So before we even get too deep into this thing, we want to talk about, and it's interesting the way this thing laid this out, the two man them on one side and the two woman them on one side. Boy, that could be problematic in a night here, but see what can go on.
But by the way, the brain, I did some research and I found some very interesting things about kissing. So I don't know if you're going to go ahead first and then I'll
no, man.
Research.
I have learned that
That's
when
right, Munashe.
I mean, it's when ladies tell you them do research and them have something to say. You shut your mouth and you listen. So over to you, Munashe. Run it.
No, but I'm
I hope your research coincides with my instruction manual. My white paper, if I may say so.
You can say anything.
See that now you run Munashe. Oh Jesus.
No, I'm looking forward to hear what she has to say, and I would imagine, given the thoroughness of her usual research, I would imagine we are going to find a lot of similarities in our content.
Well, unless it's Flo.
To your manual.
I think Flo is doing us bad. Munashe dropped out just then. But we are going to proceed until she gets back into the place. In the meanwhile, we just want to big up everybody that we're seeing here. So we want to big up Latanya. We want to big up Kimmy Glam.
Hey,
We want to
Latanya.
big up Jason. We want to big up.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Yes, our number one fan.
Yeah, man.
Sorry about that. I think Digicel just had a glitch. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, I don't mind it because, you know, having the configuration is now a little bit better. Yeah, where
Okay.
you know, not verses anymore. Unless cross it. But over to you, Munashe. You're about to tell us some interesting things. Go on.
Well, apparently the topic of kissing has been a big thing since 1936. That's when the first book was written on the art of kissing. But this one I found very interesting. Where is it? A gentleman by the name of William Kane. He wrote a book called The Art of Kissing in 1991. And from that book, he received thousands of phone calls, letters from readers with questions and concerns and comments. So it ended up in a revised edition, a part 2. From that, I mean, he wrote other books, you know, but we don't know anything about his other books. But this book brought him The Art of Kissing, Questions and Answers, Kissing with Confidence, Kiss Like a Star, Book of Kisses. And he also did a yearly webinar which focused, targeted college students. And I was watching a YouTube video of it. It was fun and funny. And so this kissing thing has been a mystery apparently for years that people can earn money of. So, Mr. Dirty Trelawney, you need to publish that book.
My research. I'm gonna have to. I might have to do.
How you did this research?
We'll get into it. I might have to do an illustrated manual.
Yes, you probably need to.
You know, in the initial description of the topic, right? You guys talked about your first kiss, and I'm here as I'm listening to you, Munashe, and the research that you've done. You know, I don't recall like having any instructions on this thing. It's just been a winging it. You know, you watch TV, you see people, you know, open their mouth, they play around, and you know, you just play around till people say it all right, or then go with it.
Hold on there. How we Aidan just say play around? That look like play to you? Play around?
You knew what you were doing when you just start kissing?
Boy, I try to copy them, brother. Yeah, I never really work, you know.
Which brother did work up to you?
That nice deep kissing that we just had on screen just now, where you know. But one of the things that I have learned. Yeah, one of the things that I've learned is that deep kissing thing that is it jumping on there. So that is you can't just jump in to that part of it. You understand? You have to work your way to get in there. So yeah, because you know that part is the actual skill archery part.
That is Jedi level.
You understand?
You have to train and get your badges before you can dive in.
Mr. Village Idiot, sir.
I don't remember my first kiss. Well, I remember who it was with, but I don't remember what the experience was like. I was, I think, 16, almost 17. But my second kiss, I never forgot. But here's the thing. He was a much older man. He was in his 20s. I was 17 or 18 at 17. Yeah, I started out late. And he was much older. So believe me, I don't know. Maybe that's why I have this thing about the art of kissing. It's a lost art. Unfortunately, I've also had some bad experiences, which we must get into because men really need to learn.
But that's why you call it lost, because you've had these bad experiences. you know, your village idiot at the same of the manual. It's not lost.
No, but it's his manual. He hasn't shared it. He needs to share it so we will not have any bad experiences.
I'll go through it in brief.
Yeah, man. Take the floor, sir. You go
You know
ahead.
what is interesting?
Oh, but
I'm
before,
listening to
sorry,
you, Munashe. Oh, go ahead.
before you go into it, Mr. Buckle, you probably have some of these things in your manual already. But did you know that during a kiss, the lips' sensitivity causes our brain to create a chemical cocktail that can give us a natural high? The dopamine released during a kiss can stimulate the same area of the brain activated by heroin, and cocaine. As a result, we experience feelings of euphoria and addictive behavior. Did you know that? Especially gentlemen, did you know that?
It's one of the effects I have.
And Mr. Bucket, here's a question you can answer for me. Do men and women perceive kissing differently? The floor is yours, sir.
Do men and women what?
Perceive kissing differently.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's
Is
hear
it
it
more
now.
Let
important
me
to
hear
women?
this broad-based
Let me hear
gender
this one.
description, though.
It's not, it's not
Let's hear.
necessarily, but this is entirely based on my observation and my discussions with my fellow gentlemen and women. Men have a completely different take on it. Usually, obviously, the same doesn't go for all men, but typically you don't find men quite appreciating the value and the intimacy of the kiss as you find women doing. Which is, I mean, to be expected, man just want to run in and run out. You're not gonna find a man quite
You, but
giving himself into the nuances of foreplay like that.
Question:
but
Is
you
it
know
the
the thing
woman
is, you're
alone that
looking at it as foreplay. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go
I was
ahead, Aidan.
asking?
Oh,
Is it the woman alone that has the effects of the dopamine and the feeling of getting high?
All
Uh,
right.
uh,
So is it women alone?
well, as somebody who has had that feeling, I would say no,
Okay.
but I would
Okay.
also go on to say I would imagine more women have it than men.
And Aidan, you were saying something.
oh, I was saying, he was bringing up the idea that like women put more weight on kissing per
Mm-hmm.
se, and I would agree with that in some sense to the point that I know several women, myself included, that you hold a kiss in more regard than even sex because it's more intimate to you. So
Oh,
the way
so
you
the
said you
kiss
just
is
want to run in
intimate.
and whatever, you're not out here trying to kiss everybody and tongue out everybody. It's so
But
much
them
more
open
intimate
crutches
to
to
us.
everybody.
Man, man, not opening your crushes to everybody, but for a lot of women, kissing is actually more intimate than sex.
So you can get the coochie, but you can't get kiss.
Not no
Wow.
proper kiss.
I don't understand
Because
that logic, to be honest with you, because I would sooner be kissed than have a prostate exam.
you're way off. Like, how is this possible?
The
I'm
man
just,
say him no want nothing put inside of him.
I'm just saying. I imagine being penetrated by anything is far more intimate than being kissed.
Right, but the thing is, again, you guys always think intimacy for women is like, once we everybody have, everybody will have sex with, it could be your future husband. Everything we're giving him everything in this sexual exchange. The same way you are running and run out. Sometime a girl will run in and run out too.
Yep.
One hand move.
The way he
Yep.
pressed heavy on the sex as the kissing.
All right, fair enough.
I'm,
I can appreciate
now
that.
she's got not true.
So hold on there. Hold on there, Aidan, because I kind of like the mix up where I bring up now. You talk about one hand move and them little something there, So what we pretty much saying is, at the end of the day, with the universal idea behind kissing, is that it is an intimate act, and as a matter of fact,
Yes.
I think we started off, or we described this show as kissing being that first intimate act between any kind of couple. But now we're hearing there are couples, or there is coupling without kissing. Yeah.
Because there is times where sex is transactional and
All
not
right.
intimate.
All
No?
right. True.
Monasha,
True.
you want to say that?
True.
Oh yes,
We
totally.
No,
did talk
And
about that.
so
We talked about that.
I can legit
and
appreciate
exactly, especially as a man. So when you have the transaction going on, you don't want to give something that is as precious to you, that's
that.
going to release my dopamine and all of this.
That is
With
true.
this
Yeah,
person,
can you
I don't
really
want to
have?
kiss.
Can you have
Yes,
some
and create
butters girl?
attachment.
To want kiss some butters girl. You just want to get it done and move on.
Yeah, no.
No,
Mr.
no,
Idiot.
for
Hold
real,
on there.
for real.
Mr. Idiot.
How would
What?
that come from?
Mr. Idiot. What is a butters girl?
Some girl, you know, left your tongue careless, give man. You can't. You know, it's like imagine. It's like yeah. How can I put it without offending anybody listening?
It done gone bad.
Long time.
Just say it.
There are certain. I imagine with women too. There are certain people that as the less pretty one said, it's more
Yeah, no.
it's more transactional. And with that, you don't really want to give off a certain level of intimacy that come with kissing. 'Cause, kissing is kind of it's like you give somebody a big piece of bacon. Like you have to work for that. You can't just me can't meet you to them and give me a big piece of bacon.
You know
True,
what it is?
true.
It's like people who kiss with their eyes open. I can't
Yes.
kiss unless I am being transported to a different place. I'm really into this person. I want to leave some of myself in him and him in me and all of this for the kissing for me. That's not always the same thing with the sex. The sex, honey, when you're done, come and go.
Whoa, come and go. Hold on.
But
I want to
like,
take this question real quick, guys. I know we're kind of hot on the conversation, but
All right.
check this out. Kissing is a statement of intent most times to foster further actions. What we're seeing there, what we're thinking.
you can touch for further actions.
Yes
You
and no.
can rub for further actions. You can touch a nipple for further actions. Squeeze a butt. There's a lot of things to let people know further actions are coming.
But that don't mean that you can kiss them.
Exactly.
No, it does.
Oh.
It certainly does.
So let's look at this other one, because I think this is deep. You won't kiss her, but you let her suck your dick.
It's easier to wash off that than to wash out my mouth.
Rotted.
But
hold on then. Is it not allowing her to kiss you anyway?
Can I ask a question then?
Yeah, my Munashe, go ahead.
The man won't kiss her, but he'll suck her pussy.
Rotted. Is how that go? How that go? Let me hear from you guys.
I don't understand.
I don't know
in the
about
comment
that.
section.
That's
When they found the one with that. Because if
that is very intimate. How are you gonna do it and you don't want to kiss the girl?
Because if the tongue up at top
It has
dirty
happened.
and the tongue on bottom dirty.
Right. If the tongue up top dirty, then the tongue at the bottom dirty too.
It has happened. But
Wow.
as it pointed out, you just want to get what you get and where you go? Come and go.
Yeah, come and go, come and go.
Same thing for the woman. But they keep forgetting that we're women, it's the same shit. Don't let society fool you. That we're any different than men.
Right, Munashe. Right. Because Village Idiot started out with this manual of this broad brush, for the man. It's not as intimate for the woman. It goes the same way. It just goes.
Boy, on a serious in this thing, No, hold on. I want to throw something else into the mix, because I was watching this program that Playboy has, and I want to recommend it to everybody here, actually. Playboy is currently doing a series with all bodies, and it's focused on Playboy is doing a series to focus on intimacy. Let me say that again. Playboy is doing a series to focus on intimacy in sex, and they're doing it with all bodies. Well, I mean, hey, porn. I don't know.
Yeah,
just
they've
me.
always done good articles. Continue. Sorry.
True.
And
True.
you know, the thing though, porn has been a lot of instructional manual for most of us.
Yeah, that
So,
too.
you know, why wouldn't they be educating us in a proper way, not just to, you know, I
Well,
don't know if you can curse on it, but not to just have in intercourse,
it,
but to really be good at it
no,
and to be good at
you can curse,
intimacy.
Aidan. You can curse.
Yes, it's an
Okay.
No feel no way. But yeah, but they're doing this series, and they had one of their shows last night, and I just want to put it out there that if you are talking about intimacy, if you're talking about kissing, if you're talking about what gets you turned on, by the way, they're not paying me for this. I just thought it was really good, so I'm sharing it. There's actually wait, you done gone now. Jesus. There's actually a very interesting website that I would actually recommend everybody to join or to give a look at. And what it does is that website actually gives you what they call an erotic blueprint. Now, an erotic blueprint helps you to understand what are the things that turn you on, as well as what are the things that bring you to a point where for orgasm. All right.
Nice.
So remember, go check it out. I think that's the right link. If that don't work, you can tell me in the comments. But check out the erotic blueprint, because guess what falls very big on the erotic blueprint?
Kissing.
All right.
Of course.
I wonder if this blueprint is like the questionnaire I sent to women.
So you send women a
What
questionnaire?
Talk of the things, please.
I need to know where the knobs and buttons are before we can start tweak the engine.
Well, you see, that is interesting, Village, because you see, that's another thing that I learned the other day. That women have a cheat sheet.
Oh, really?
And some of them are willing. Some of them are willing to write down the cheat sheet and share it with you before you reach. So you know, say, these are the things you do to get to these places and to get these things going.
Let me ask you, the brain, or rather our male listeners, are you open to the cheat sheet? Because a lot of men, you know, want to come with their own instructional manual of this works on every girl, it will work on you. Versus, you know, don't tell me what to do.
Men out there listening, Aidan is asking you,
are you
receptive to a cheat sheet? If a woman send you a cheat sheet to say, yo, here what, I need you to do X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C in order to get me there, are you receptive to that cheat sheet? Watch the one you know.
Guys? Oh.
My boy said, will you have sex with me? A for yes, B for maybe, C for no. That is his entire cheat sheet.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
No, that is the extent of his cheat sheet.
Listen, I wish when I was younger, I knew that there was a cheat sheet that women had that they'd give to men, because it would have saved me so much trouble. Imagine me walking into a test having the answers. Me can't fail.
Well, you hope so you can't fail. If you fail, then they don't say you're really bad.
Village idiot, here's the problem. When we were younger, we women didn't even know shit ourselves, so we were still trying to figure it out. But yes, now that you're older, she can't give you a cheat sheet.
I think it might be an ego bruiser. For sure, try to tell me what to do. I know what to do.
Go ahead, Munashe, for some.
For some, it's an ego bruiser, but you know me already. I'm a dom, so I tend to attract subs. They have no problem.
Yeah, no. Somebody else would have called it minions. Another friend of mine would have called it minions. So our good friend Roger says, listen. This cheat sheet thing, yeah. I mean, he'll be receptive, but honestly, women want to display your prowess. You know, they want you to come and explore and find out on your own. That's what he has experienced.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I agree with Roger.
When we were younger,
Hear it, you know? Hear the two man them a cuss. Let me hear
But I
Munashe.
don't really want to give you a cheat sheet. I think I would give you a cheat sheet after you realize your loss and you might fail the exam.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
I actually would want you to come and see what's in your arsenal and say,
Yeah.
look at
Mm.
only had to give him points A and B, if any at all.
Right.
Right. But he should be open to suggestions.
I agree.
Listen,
I'm with you, Rachel.
I want a cheat sheet. I will explore. I'm adventurous. Call me Dora the Explorer. But if you guys send me a cheat sheet, and as Village Idiot said, I am coming to the war armed and prepared.
Yeah, but here is a problem with that though, Brain, is that if you get the cheat sheet before, you might not try anything else. I mean, as Roger said, the exploring is a big
I
part.
was just going to say
You
that.
see, this is
come
where
with the cheat sheet, they get the results they want, and then it's every day is AACCA, AACA, non-stop AACCA.
Exactly. They never try CA.
Wait a second. Left, right.
But you said
because they want to achieve this result instead of trying to explore things.
But the trick here now is to find yourself a Marco Polo versus the man who just want to walk up the road. Because I would love to get a cheat sheet walking into any kind of situation. But you best believe when I have that cheat sheet and I find out what you know that you like, after I done go through all of that, I am then going to continue to explore to find out what you never know say you like.
Bop.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That will work. That will work. But you know what I find funny, as Kimmy Glam says, I've asked men the question, and only very few answer. When you ask what
I'm
do
right
you
there with
like,
you,
even
Munashe.
men themselves,
They don't know
you
what
can't
they like.
Up, down, fast, slow.
You know.
I'm
I'm saying, why is it so hard?
person. I'm a simple person. I don't need, you just do you.
Yeah, man.
You
Up,
never
down,
gonna
fast,
get
slow,
no
man.
answers. They don't know what they
But I do want to call a tangent on us though, guys. Even though the conversation's sweet. I mean, but we've been talking about this entire thing of that the what comes before the act and so on. But I really do want us to get back to
the art of kissing.
The art of kissing, and I mean, I want to ask questions like, when do I use tongue? When is it okay to use tongue?
So
when is it,
before you get into that, should I go ahead and share
from the manual?
From my manual.
Yes, sir. We'd like to hear that from your manual. You go ahead, sir.
I think that would be a very good precursor.
You have the different types of kissing. Do they have names?
No. That's for y'all to go and figure it anyway. What I cover in my manual are the general foundational basics that are required. Once you have this, it's like English 101. You need to have that before you move on. Once you have the base, you can move on. All right. So everybody has their own style. However, regardless of style, there are universal basics that go across the board, which when applied...
I read from the manual, bossy?
Yeah, man, I'm reading. I'm reading from the manual.
Okay.
All right, bossy. All right.
So when you go to a book reading, does the author not read from the book?
Certainly, sir. I apologize.
Tell us from your instructor.
Go on, true.
As I was saying, once you know the basics, you should be able to quickly adapt to any style. Number one, you are not a vacuum, and their mouth is not a carpet. Number two, you're not a plunger, and there is no blockage in the person's throat.
Preach.
Number three, the idea is to lock lips, so don't use your tongue or your lips like a baby wipe to clean the person's face.
Jesus,
yes. Number four.
Well, I am too fast. I'm sorry.
Just let me know when to pause. Just let me know when to
Boy, I
pause.
tell you, number 2, where say you are not a plunger.
Number 2, you are not a plunger. Indeed.
All right, boss. Yeah, go on through. Number 3 is what? Locking lips.
Number 3, the idea is to lock lips. So don't use your tongue or your lips like a baby wipe to clean the person's face,
Boy,
Say it
especially the
again.
area around the person's mouth.
boy.
And under the nose. Jesus. Lord.
Number 4, sir.
Nose.
Number
Number
4.
4, if your top lip keeps touching the person's nose, you are
Mhm.
doing something wrong.
Yes. Very wrong.
Number
We've
5,
all been here, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
number 5, if your bottom lip keeps touching the person's chin, stop it.
Oh God.
There is no way people come out reaching people cheap.
Oh, there is.
Yes,
Right.
it is. Yes.
Number
Hold on,
6.
hold on, hold on,
Like,
hold
look,
on.
I'm
like
Hold
the
on.
sorry.
whole face get watched.
Look on the one you know. Well, I will have no brothers do it. I will have no
Brothers do what?
brothers don't agree with your galual. So it's not a
Oh,
manual, it's a galual.
oh, I see.
Brothers
Well,
do not
well,
Oh,
agree
I
with your
see.
well,
galual.
this is not hardcore porn, sir.
I was just
Right.
Thank
about to
you.
say, Brothers is my
Right.
Playboy. Brothers is my subscription, and that is, you know, go to Brothers with no sort of intimacy.
This is for people who want to be
Exactly.
intimate.
Exactly.
I tell you. Go on through with I do think you should name it that though, you know. The galual.
No, I like
It's
that.
a
The
nice
jelly
name.
one.
All right. So where are we now? Number 6.
Number 6, yes.
Your teeth should not be high-fiving the person's teeth.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if your teeth knock once or twice because everybody's mouth has different dimensions and you're allowed a minute or two to adjust. But after the first knock, it shouldn't knock again. And
All
if you
right.
meet anybody who enjoys the knocking of teeth, that person is a psychopath and go as far away from them as possible.
Run!
I agree.
Run,
So teeth
Forrest,
I
knockers
agree.
run.
beware.
Because if heads are tilted properly, no teeth supposed to be knocking.
Indeed.
Mm.
If
Number
teeth knock, hold on. If teeth knock left him,
All right,
boy,
Kimmy.
boy.
This is true.
What's
Number
next?
number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Ease your way into the tongue. Things are still
Oh,
new,
don't shove the tongue
so
down our throat.
don't aggressively jam your tongue into the person's mouth.
Hold
Nobody
on there.
wants
So you are ease your way into fear tongue, or you are ease your tongue into
no, no,
fear mode?
ease your tongue into the person's mouth.
All right.
Ease into the process of tonguing.
Right.
Right? So nobody wants you to find out what their stomach tastes like the first time you kiss them.
Ease and breathe.
Can I get an amen, ladies?
Amen.
Amen.
Because
Mm.
I hear a lot of complaints from ladies.
Mm-hmm.
So number
That's it, the
8.
7 of them? Oh,
No,
8.
no,
Okay.
I made a list of the 10 most important foundations.
Hold on, now before you get to number 8, I have a
Right.
question. When you say you're easy in the tongue, which tongue we are deal with?
We're talking
The
about
top one or the bottom one?
No, we're
mouth.
still talking
Top
about
tongue.
mouth, sir.
Oh, sorry, the top tongue and
Slow
the
it down.
bottom.
Slow it down.
All
Andre
right.
just now said, Andre know which tongue.
You know?
Go on, show.
Number 8.
Number 8.
As mentioned before, tongue is fine. Some people like a lot, some people like a little. But until you know their preference, chill out. Your tongue is not a submarine and your mouth is not the deep sea. Take your time.
Amen.
Search, my brother, preach.
Let the church say.
Let the church say amen. Continue on, brother. Number 9.
Number 9, lean in a little. Not too much, but just enough to counter the person's lean. It's not a challenge to see who can push the other's head back the farthest.
Bruh. Lord Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Some people kissing at the ground, they must shove your head down and down
Yeah,
and
tell
down.
you.
You tell if your neck up is a neck exercise.
Practice Maggie, Aidan. Practice Maggie. Sorry. Boy.
Oh my God. And I mean,
Alright.
for the gentleman, if I may step in, Mr. Idiot.
By all means.
If it is that the man wants to kiss the woman passionately, so there's some force, cup the back of her head and
But
hold it
all right.
so you're not broke her neck. Trying to pry her jaw from the what's the upper part of your skull name again, Doc? What name?
Cranium.
Yes. You know, we'll get the pressure thing if it's being, the passion is burning and the fire, but cradle her head, support
Hold on.
the neck
Hold
back.
on. The chatter get hot. One man said clearly Una never kiss after a half a bottle of rum. Then
What happens? How does the kiss change after the half a bottle of rum?
Oh no.
see the answer here? After a few drinks, eat my whole face.
Oh, dear
That's
God.
right. That is
What?
right.
One ball out, tie me up. Boy, lad. Comment them hot. And you don't reach 10 yet.
Oh,
Come
yes, number
in
10.
village, idiot. The number 10, the last and the final and the ultimate, the penultimate.
Well, number 10 goes in conjunction with number 9.
Mm-hmm.
So for number 10, don't just hang back and make the person have to stick their neck out. Nobody's begging you for your kiss. Don't make the other person feel like a giraffe reaching for your lips.
All right. No one is begging for your kiss. Don't
That's
hang
right.
back. Or hang back. Which one of them?
Don't hang back. Meet the
All
person
right.
halfway.
Yeah.
And there you go. Those are the 10 fundamentals, the basics of kissing. Once you cover those, you can go off and find your own style
That's
and
right.
do whatever you want. But once you cover the basics, you'll be able to adapt to anybody else who's a half decent kisser. And even if they can't kiss, you'll be able to adapt to them and find your way around.
Well, Mr. Idiot, I think I speak on behalf of the Penny Gallery, where we say we're waiting on you to publish, sir, so we
Yeah.
can see the other tools and techniques. But one of our listeners have asked. I mean, you've given these 10 rules. When
Right.
do you get to the point where you're going to touch her? We're going to rub her shoulder. We're going to kiss her neck.
Well,
We're going to make kissing sound like two pigeons in a fight.
what do you say? A lot of the rest of my research and very detailed information is proprietary. I
Oh,
cannot be out here making all I don't know as wicked as me.
boy.
Okay. Okay. I died on the mic.
Hold on. Fred. Can I just respond to Kimmy Glam, please?
Yeah, man,
Kimmy,
go ahead, man.
you know,
Because which one?
I'm not so young. Because she's saying, well, big people will pass. I'm not so young, and I can tell you, there are big men out there that don't have a damn clue. So no, we gonna start from the basics.
See, the no
There are
from
You
the
know what
big
base.
is
men
funny
who have
too?
doing the same crap from them a teenager. Nobody never said nothing to them. Nothing. That's why I cuss women and say we must stop fake and learn how to stand up and talk.
This is true.
And these
And that's
grown
a
men
big thing.
are now in their 50s and don't know the first thing about kissing. So yes.
Why?
And
Hear that, man?
women don't get intimate enough with themselves to know what they like.
Exactly.
To really definitively say, I like when him touch me, I like if him. Everything is a continued exploration, and then decades will pass, and things that some people learned when they were in teens, 20s, 30s, a lot of people just getting their awakenings in the later years. So you really can't get up and say we're grown people anymore, because a lot of us aren't vocalizing and really experimenting and saying, all right, put it here, do this, do that, no, don't like this, yes, I like this. A lot of us not intimate enough with ourselves.
And you know what else? It does happen sometimes where younger people get into their first serious relationship or their first few relationships with older people. And these young people feel like these older people know what they're doing, and they really don't.
Right.
And them teach them to do something that is complete nonsense. I mean, as a quick example, in a former life.
A former life.
You know, I met and befriended an older woman. The side of my young days when me ripe and full of energy and just willing to learn. Befriended, right? Yeah, and this woman in the middle of kissing one time. And pour me feel like me don't know what I'm doing. So everything she do, me absorb it and I say, yeah man, if I learn, if I write this down and learn it and practice it. In the middle of kissing, this woman stop and proceed to lick my face.
Jesus.
I just leave me get up and me run out. Because
I must say, that's a turn on for some.
I was just gonna say it never worked for you, but somebody loved the face licking.
For me, I got my skin just start crawl.
Would I run to?
I think that is an individual preference because Kimmy was just out here saying the man must eat our whole face.
That was the brothers.
Kimmy is a different type of animal.
That was the brothers. So question. I just want to pause us very quickly just to say, guys, if you want to join the conversation, if you feel like you have something to say, we love having you guys talk to us and hearing your voices as well. So if you feel like you want to join into the conversation, just apart from the texting and so on, and you want to talk to us, just head on over to linktr.ee/TwepTwep. And actually, there's a link there that says share your opinion live. Just click on that link and that will take you into our studios and we can have you speak to us live and we can have that exchange with you. So linktree/TwepTwep and then click on share your opinion live and you'll be ready. Jumping back into this now, hold on. What somebody jumping up and saying, yo, I lick face when me ready still, you know. So I don't know what you're talking about. Jesus.
You're lucky say your internet it up and you get stoned.
You understand?
I behind the profile picture.
I want her to join the chat just for cuss you. Just for cuss you.
Me too. Too.
By the way, for clarification, all right? I'm not saying it is awful to lick somebody's face. What I'm saying is it is awful to lick somebody's face the second time you kiss them.
Yeah, I agree. You should at least know what they're into first.
Because once y'all get comfortable,
I can get with that for
all kind of ungodly freakiness I'm doing in front of God make him shame. Nothing wrong. Lick face, whatever you want to lick. But when you just meet somebody, you cannot be dragging your tongue across them nose bridge.
No, yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
After all, you don't know where that nose bridge has been.
Yeah.
Kimmy?
Let me ask you guys something about the kissing. The eyes open. Can you do that? And if you do that, does that decrease the intimacy?
No, this is Jedi level stuff you're talking about. So those who don't reach that level, keep the eyes closed.
How the hell do you kiss with your eyes? I mean, if I'm kissing with my eyes, I'm not
level.
Like I said, Jedi level.
That doesn't make any sense.
See the link there, man.
Like I said,
that's the link, Kimmy Glam. Cause Kimmy Glam, I come taking her now. Well, want the hotness, you know. That's why me a pause, you know. Come on, want her come in. Want hear the hotness, what? What Andre said? Freaky girl, them girl, let me love.
Them girl, let me love.
Look, the only time I'm kissing with my eyes open is when I have him in cuffs or nicely tied up or something. And it's a different ball.
Eyes open.
So, but for that passionate kissing, you're all in. You're all in. Eyes closed. Totally gone.
True, but I mean, I will do both. I mean, for me, my thing is when I'm kissing you, I'm opening my eyes to begin to look for other things to do to you while you lock your eye. So while you have your eye locked, me I look for the bed there, me I look for the chair there, me I look for the table. So that while you are kiss, me
But
just
you're not
walk you over to the
concentrating
table.
on me.
No, me not concentrate on the kiss at all. I'm concentrating on the further things.
Right, then that takes away the intimacy of the kiss.
Right.
No,
So
it
the
does.
kiss is a mechanical move
No,
while we're
sir.
working and going on something
No,
else.
sir.
It's like some people can write with both hands at the same time.
What you know?
Take that and run with it.
Well, maybe
Eh,
listen, maybe I've never met the man, but when a man is kissing with his eyes open, I feel the difference.
me
Yeah.
too.
You feel it. So I then open my eyes to look, and I'm wondering, why is it
Yep.
that? Why are your eyes
Yep.
open? You
You
feel
not
it.
feel it when me do it though.
You
And
can't
if
say
your
that.
eyes open,
You
me
can't
not
say
kiss
that.
no more.
You don't know.
Completely break the chain.
Like,
Mhm.
You
like I
not
said,
know.
Because you see, Brain, I know that kiss you're talking about. I've been there. He's looking for the bed, looking, he doesn't want us to tumble and fall over. He's being strategic. So I
come on,
know it.
you are
You're
thinking
not,
of
and he's
you are
not
thinking of a
into it.
different kind of kiss.
I
You are
agree,
thinking of
Munashe.
rushing to get things started and trying to
Exactly.
No, he's not
to sit down.
rushing.
No, it's not
Not
about
rushing.
rushing. It's
Hold
about
on.
not paying attention and being in the moment of the kiss and the
Exactly.
intimacy of it. You're
All right.
multitasking.
I
Because
I,
Billy
I can
Idiot, to be
appreciate
honest, he's not
I,
rushing. He's actually being smooth because when him done, there is no little hiccup, nothing. Him smooth, no rotted. Because
Exactly.
preparing, as Brain said, he's checking out what's the next move. He's
I
making
hear
sure
you.
he's not going to trip over anything. He's
I
slowly
hear
taking
you.
me to wherever he needs to take me. His moves are strategic, but there is a difference in
I
how
hear
it
you.
is.
But I think what the brain and I are saying is that there are
Mhm.
levels to it. That what you're
More,
saying. All right, you know, you say it, so it's okay.
All right, hold on there. We have somebody joining us from the crowd. Latanya, welcome. You'll need to unmute your mic for us to hear us.
Latanya.
Greetings.
I want Andre, man.
Your lick face. Start the thing.
Red, take Andre out of the comments now, please.
Okay, so I was just I was just responding to what you're saying about the whole licking face thing. That I do it, but and then you said that you're not going to do it like the second time that you kiss somebody, which I completely understand. It's obviously somebody who I frequent, or somebody that I'm in a
Like
relationship
a
with.
coffee shop where boy frequent.
Somebody you freak indeed.
Yeah. Right, so the licking face is it's quite fine, but you're not going to be sloppy with it. No, that's just wrong.
Right, so you're not spitting on his face, you're licking
Exactly.
his face.
I think that depends on the level of freakiness that y'all are
Exactly.
That's why I
That
say
we
depends
both
on
are
what's going
comfortable
on.
with.
Yeah.
Because I know people who hawk and spit in each other's face. And
Jeez, I'm
That's
pleased.
a bit much.
Extra.
That's like too
Lord.
much.
Oh my God, you're way off describing.
All right.
things.
Thanks for joining us, though, Latanya. Thanks much for that.
Thanks for
Not
And for the
a
clarity.
problem. All right.
Later. All right. And I mean, if there's anybody else who wants to join, I see people asking for the link and telling me that the link doesn't work. Tell me how we stay. That's the link that you can type in. That's the link that you can type in to get here. But the easier way to do it is for you to just head over to linktree/TwepTwep. That's link linktr.ee, and that will get you in /TwepTwep. All right, great stuff. We have another person joining us, and actually one of our co-hosts from another show. She's here, but I see her camera, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't want me to see her camera, so I'm not going to bring her in just yet.
what if
All
I
right?
want to see her?
No, none of that. See, you make aid and run.
What is this?
So,
2 liter Esteban?
welcome back, Aidan. Yeah, man, that's fine.
This is when you can't keep your eyes open.
All right. I think we're there now, cause I think we're ready. We're gonna bring French in to just add a little thing to it. Tool. All right, cool. The Illuminati is with us. Listen well, Illuminati. Right, here we go. Frenchie,
Right?
over to
Might
you.
learn a thing or two.
Yeah, man.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. I think I've missed a
Hey,
few things
Chi.
trying to. Hello, guys. Thank you for having me. I missed a few things trying to get through with that link thing.
Oh,
But
then hush,
I,
sorry.
I just want to clear up some things that I was saying from before because I know say and so. So I was saying, this is from Munashe. Munashe, when I was referring to that we're all adults here, that we are adults, like everybody, I think, would know the basics of kissing from a young age. However, you say, some big man when I really depend that you have to show. Right, you have to show them this and I tell them this. But Munash, nobody have time for going a big man. Like,
hold on. Me never say me I show them, It's that we realize them not the
no,
sense.
I'm not saying that you were, but may I say in this day and age of 2020, I understand nowadays people are learning them something here from before. Social media, your baby in a primary school, preschool, them are kissing, parents now hiding from them kids no more. So if a big old man come to me and don't know how to kiss me and him teeth are buck and him a spit me up and all these things. It can't work. I'm going to say, like, sir. No, I'm going to say, sir, come out for me. Go on your yard. Like, you need a taxi at night. No, come go on your yard. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
Frenchie, that part of that I like?
Which part?
You say, come off of me. That means I'm the funny while I'm that kiss.
No, because sometimes when you kiss, sometimes when you kiss, like, I don't know what the village eat at the pan, because the village eat did attack some things earlier, like him no kiss woman, but I don't know,
What?
I don't know them something there, you understand? Because if me and you village eat that, if me meet you and you meet me, I will go one party. And we'll go on next party after that. I was say, all right then. I feel like so we are gonna kiss after me and a prostitute. My merit a troops. My merit a kiss.
Even
if not no go on for the night. You understand? But it seemed like say village it didn't make it seem like say if him don't know you too well, no kissing can't go on because you don't want to catch no feelings.
No, that's what I was saying at all.
Come in, village that. Explain yourself.
No, man, it wasn't that one should avoid, or rather, it wasn't that I am going to avoid kissing because you're not worthy of it, or I'm trying to dodge feelings. But what we're talking about is there are some times when you're not.
Hold on. I got to mute somebody because just like radio, may I hear you in the background.
No, sorry. Remember, say my mommy.
Oh,
is the boat, so the tablet. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Oh, right. So I was actually agreeing with the uglier one's comment where she was saying that sometimes you're not into the kind of kissing and intimacy. You just want to get a quick bang and go.
Right.
And I was agreeing with that kissing is intimate. I was conceding the point that kissing is intimate, and you don't really want out there kiss anybody. But if you genuinely do find somebody and you like them and you catch a little vibe, then nothing wrong with that.
Right. And as I was relating to lick my face and thing, sometimes as a woman, I'm gonna tell you this, we don't know what other woman them at the chat, but they see me, that girl here know what she likes. So if me and you go out and me and a drink and me have a vibe, let's eat my face, choke me, pull my ear, put me up against the wall. Dash water and my face. Something there. I saw me like it. Yeah. So I don't know what other girl them and your basic manual attack,
your nose and nibble by your ears.
No, I don't like the nibble by ears thing. But I can't go on. But as I was just trying to say, everybody in the chat from the weeks and weeks of the chat, everybody are adult, and which the manual is appreciated, but I feel like say, people
it
in
needs to
that
get
chat
more
here.
raw,
Yeah,
right?
I feel like so the people in
Oh,
the
you're
chat don't know
talking about the
for kiss.
people who in this chat. Oh,
That's
well,
what I
I agree.
said. As I
I
said
agree.
in my
We'll
comments,
put
I
it
said
to
I
the
be a
file.
big people in here, people you know, fuck long time. So we're
But
supposed to
Frenchie,
bypass.
you never know, you know. You never
Well,
them a fuck long time, but they might not know nothing about kissing. They might be the one who has stick the tongue down the throat and a choke the woman.
People
You
in the
never
chat
know.
know. How much people in the chat? People in the chat know. Drop in the comment if you don't know for kiss. If you can't kiss, come out of the man.
They must say yes and they don't know.
Come out
Because
of
no
the
one ever
argument.
told them that them doing stupidness. They don't know.
Because we cannot grow big people. We cannot grow big people. In a sense. And it is nice enough to say, you know, the basics, but come on, man. Especially the men in here play Dalios and them thing there from
I wonder
time.
if Frenchie knows say I will heap a man out there know for kiss. Maybe you've had good experiences, you know, Frenchie. Maybe you've had good experiences. And if that is the case, hats off to you. But you go on and stay there. One day I go back and man pushing tongue in your eye and give you a pink eye. Because you don't know what to do.
No, him have to go. Him have to go. Because let me tell you this. I don't know about the male, but this is females, especially sapiosexual females, from the conversation start. Our man carry himself and our man talk. A woman start thinking that it's a boy, I wonder how himself and the supposed to turn up. We start once the conversation and the connection turn we on, we know in our mind say, yeah, that man I know what I do. But if you come with some little idiot arguments, you understand me?
But then suppose him talk good and kiss bad. Suppose him talk good and kiss bad, Frenchie.
I was just going to say it. Frenchie, I can think back on the guy right now, and this is just a couple years ago, so it's still in my very mature years. He was fucking my brain. Let me tell you something. He was fucking my brain. He was fucking me mentally. He's intelligent. I'm a what I'm call it sapiosexual. He was intelligent. He was sexy. And then he walked me to my car and kissed me. And I went and I had to ghost him. Because I was like, and trust me now, from the night and from we go to the car, I'm sure same thing. So well, me did all things that things would have gone. But after the kiss, I had to be like, oh, thank you. It was nice meeting you. And thanks for dinner. And that was it. You wouldn't believe it.
You gave my church hug and it was on your way.
Yes, and that was it. We quickly had to cut the kiss. So no, darling. No matter vibes can turn up until you get to that physical point. You really don't know. He can be a great kisser and go in the bedroom and in 2 seconds, and you say, what the fuck? You just don't know.
At the same time, we're just talking about the kissing. We're not talking what the kissing are going to lead to, because
I know, but what I'm saying, you
definitely have a point. I totally agree with you, because that is true. Because sometimes some man talk the talk and can't walk the walk for true. Yeah.
Well, ladies, guess what? I'm going to have to jump in because this little conversation here has gone on. Would you believe it? We're nearly at time already. We're at like a minute. And TwepTwep has a tradition that I want to keep strong. While you're on, Frenchie, if we can all just give some closing words going from Frenchie to Aiden, then Munashe, then Village Idiot, and then I'll just wrap it up. We do want to keep the time. So next time people come early, we start at 10 o'clock. We actually start playing music from 9:55. Come early so that we can actually, spend our time talking fully, because the conversation hot it look like we're going to do a part 2. So I hear about virgin fantasy and woman who wet and 40-year-old virgin and all these things.
Yeah, because what Kimona say, from the kiss good, we are going to wet up. And you're going to get all of the wet from the kissing good. Believe me, we are get wet up.
Right,
I just want to right. But if you don't know what you do, leave, sir. Take a taxi and go on because at night and come go on your bed.
So, Frenchie's closing argument. You don't know what you're doing? Kindly take a taxi, go on your bed, leave. You're wasting time.
Yeah.
Aiden, your turn. Take us away.
First of all, thank you guys so much. I had the best time on TwepTwep, and I hope to come back soon, or eventually I'll definitely be tuning in. The whole thing was about intimacy. I said intimacy is whatever you say it is, as long as you're honest with yourself and your partner. Just go and feel it out until you get there.
I agree. Feel it out, yes, feel it out. Munashe.
Well, you're already. I really think people need to learn how to kiss because it's not something that comes naturally. So they need to understand. Village Idiot made some great points. Those are just foundation. And you take it from there, as Aiden says, then, know what you like and be willing to explore, be willing to listen.
Know when to eat
And
face.
if that's what you're both into, hell, do it. You know what I mean? But it takes time to get there. You can't jump into it. You turn someone off. If it's not their thing.
Right.
So, it's about being vulnerable, really, because we're talking about intimacy and being vulnerable, being open to exploring and listening and exploring.
Getting rejected. Right.
Yes.
Village Idiot, over to you, sir. With the 10-point Galual.
Well, first of all, I want to come back again and with Frenchie so we can talk the dirty raga things them. But until then, thanks for having me, guys. It was great fun. I enjoyed sharing my list of 10 foundation things you should do. I hope you all enjoyed hearing it as much as I enjoyed sharing it, and I look forward to coming back again should the invitation be extended.
You and every day, man.
I enjoyed having you both on.
Yeah, man. Nice. Most def. All right, guys, it's 11:02. We're gonna wrap it here. Thanks everybody that was here. Thanks for coming out. Remember that the lives are shared via our anchor on podcast, as well as the live is stored on Facebook and YouTube, so you can share with your friends. Feel free also to just, we're here every first and third Thursday for the live show. You can take in the shows that we've been here before. So thanks much. See you soon. We'll talk again. And yeah, little more. Go out and enjoy yourself in the bedroom. See me? All right. Night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
She's fine now. She's fine now. We can make love and fuck at a time, sipping on cheap wine. Baby, wanna make you mine. You know I'm fine. You know she's fine. You know she's fine. You know she's fine. I'm getting my shine on every night you come. You're kissing with a tongue, and I never get it wrong. Always make it right. This is why you cry now. This is why you cry now. Love and fuck at a time, sipping on cheap wine. Baby, wanna make you mine, yeah. You know I'm fine, you know she's fine, you know she's fine, you know she's fine, We can make love and fuck at a time, sipping on cheap wine. Baby, wanna make you mine, you know I'm fine, you know she's fine, you know she's fine, you know she's fine, Make love and fuck at a time, sipping on cheap wine. Baby, wanna make you mine, you know I'm fine, you know she's fine, you know she's fine, you know she's fine, We can make love and fuck at a time. We can smoke blunts but never get high, though. Never get high, though. Never get high, though. Never get high, though. We can make love and fuck at a time. We can smoke blunts but never get high, though. 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 let's decide. Sip that wine. Come on, shout it. Let's just vibe. Rock your body side to side. Yeah. Side to side. Rock your body side to side. Yeah. Side to side. Rock your body side to side.
Feel on your cup, man. Hey, what's shouty with the big butt name? A long weekend, I'll be geeking. I hope this don't change. He feeling sick. She about to throw up, man. It's all good. You really need to slow up, man. But I ain't gonna judge you and tell you should grow up, man. It's an all-free bar. Ain't no hold up, man. Step your pull-up game and pull up, man.
Shawty, why you playing? Put that drink up in your hand, yeah.
She sipping it slow, ready to smoke. She beautiful, yo. Nigga, you know. I'm motivated, they saying I'm overrated, degrading the flow I'm making. They say that I'm saturated, but it doesn't matter, yo matter, it doesn't matter. I'm chilling here with this matter, we puffing that purple matter.
Sip that wine.